อ You gotta be fucking kidding me. My fucking mic was muted that whole fucking time. Oh my fucking god. You have to be fucking kidding me. I did a fucking voice for Kleiner and everything, and my mic was fucking muted? This is the Soviet election. Oh my fucking god. This is the Soviet what is up, Surrealsters? We're doing a workshop Gmod showcase. The Soviet Lab Electronics prop pack from Snowdrop Escape. And we have Kleiner here. And I time travel took him from the Soviet past. And isn't that right, Kleiner?
Yes, see, funny enough, earlier when I was talking to you, we were talking about what the red light meant on the microphones.
Kleiner, we're gonna have to... Kleiner, listen. My mic was muted. I don't know if your microphones back in the day could be muted. I'm embarrassed. I thought everything was going very smoothly in this stream. So Kleiner, we're gonna go step by step, and we're gonna fucking go over all this shit. So I was mentioning earlier, some of these didn't have, like, this is English letters, so I don't know how accurate it is. But Kleiner was telling me it's all very accurate. I got him from Operation Paperclip.
Yes, I led Operation. I was one of the lead designers on when we worked with the Germans. When we worked with the Germans, we used devices like these.
And then earlier we were also talking about these are supercomputers, you were saying. And then I was spawning in some of these PC cases, from the mod showcase, and you were I was wondering how the hell could you fit one of these supercomputers in one of those?
Oh well, you see, there was special operations that we concluded that we did with super shrinkage. You know, like the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is something that I didn't know about until I was brought into the future and saw that movie and many others like Flubber, and I saw John Wick and some of your great new American movies.
That's awesome, Kleiner, but can you once again tell me how you get these supercomputers in those PC cases?
Oh yeah, well we had a super shrink device, and we could actually minuscule by the atom we could molecularly shrink down the supercomputers into the small cases.
Oh wow, Kleiner. That is absolutely fucking fantastic. Now, I didn't know this was going to be educational. This is supposed to be entertainment. Oh. Now, Kleiner, at the moment that we realized my mic was unmuted, we were going over these monitors, and I was wondering, how could you play 720p movies on these back in the day if they're square monitors? That's a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, Kleiner. I'm a little confused.
Well, you see, we didn't have 720p back in the day. We were working with very low P. So we were using square monitors, and it was a 1-to-1 ratio, and it was never in high definition, I believe, as you call it now in modern time. And back when, during Operation Paperclip, me and some of the other scientists figured out a way to make it HD after all.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, we were talking about these keyboards. I mean, okay, let's just keep going. I don't want to have to go over all the fucking shit that I just did. Alright, now let's see. Now, we got this computer monitor. Now, is this real? Let's pick this up. Well. Is Well a popular brand back in the day in Soviet Russia?
Yes. All the Russians used Well computers far before Bill Gates and Microsoft came along in the future that I only know about because I've done some research since you brought me. You are a miracle worker, Surreal, first off, and I think all of your fans should subscribe to the channel, who are just watching this and are not subscribed, and they should leave a like below. But yes, Well compute, yes, but that was, yes, once again, thank you for bringing me into the future, Surreal. But yes, everyone used Well computers, cyka, see, everyone, we were all using, Russian computers, and Well was one of the most popular brands at the time. It comes with a volume, and it's 1-to-1 ratio, but once again, we, did figure out a way to make it in high definition.
That's fantastic. And now, let's real quick, before we move on to the new things, Dr. Kleiner, or I believe that's your title, yeah, sure. We were talking about this microscope, and I was wondering what kind of things you scope with it. Like, what would you guys observe in the lab?
Oh, Surreal, you know that's classified. We talked about this before filming. We can't get into the classified stuff. One day it will be available on archive.org, but until that day, I cannot reveal my secrets to you like that. Yes, it would be a disgrace to the motherland.
Okay, well, that's great. Now, what is this purple and...
Get that out of here! Get that out of my sight!
I'm sorry. What is this called? It's the power rack.
Power recorder. It would record the power of our nuclear plants, in a time of war, which was a lot of time in Soviet Russia.
Now, we got a lot of these things. These are more of the power recorder.
Get those out of here! You cannot review those on the channel. That is highly classified, Surreal. I brought these 1970s electronics here for you to do a Gmod workshop review, not for you to interrogate me and possibly incriminate me on YouTube.
I'm sorry, Kleiner. This is a big power recorder.
Get that out of here! Get that out of here! I do not want to see it in my sight! I do not want to see it in my sight at all! Get this out! Why is it still here? Cyka blad!
Kleiner, I have to do the workshop mod review. That's the whole point of the stream. That's what the people came to see.
I hate you, Surreal. I hate you. You're going to get me assassinated by the motherland.
I'm sorry, Kleiner. There's another power recorder. You just want to see that? It's another one. All right, what's this thing? Looks like a big square box. We got some tape stuff, Russian lettering, so we know it's real, from 1970.
Oh, this was one of my oldest projects. I called it Operation Lisa under the Operation Paperclip, and this is what we would use to decode and defragment certain programs that the Americans would, when they would try to technologically invade and hack into our systems. I built this with a few of my scientists like Gustav and my other friends, scientists.
Gustav doesn't sound like a very Russian name.
Gustav was a associate of mine, and we also worked with Vladimir and Soros.
George Soros?
Yes, he funded this because he is an old man. And you don't need to bring him back from the past. He is still alive and well.
Oh, yes. We're all very familiar with George Soros, the globalist. And now, what is this, a table? What is this table?
This is made out of the finest Russian oak wood that a scientist can get their hands on. When we put it under the microscope, it was one of the, it was almost like a uranium element of its power, but it was not radioactive.
Wow, I did not know that. You guys made tables out of radioactive.
I said not radioactive. I said not radioactive. Surreal.
I'm stuck. All right. It's pretty much all the things we got in the mod showcase. We also got this, a tape reader door.
Yes, oh yes. That would be used for the lab rat experiments when we were testing mRNA-based vaccinations onto the public. And they didn't know that they would all die in a few years. But that is incriminating information, and you must not ever repeat that or put it on YouTube.
Oh, I won't. But you know what, Kleiner, we're live right now on Surreal.
What? And you're showing off all my 1970s Russian
technology? Well, yeah. It's the Soviet Lab Electronics Prop Pack from Snowdrop Escape Workshop Gmod Showcase.
You disgust me, Surreal. You disgust me more than the Americans. I spit on you. I spit on you, Surreal.
Well, I mean, still here. Let's go back over to maybe the telephone or one of the other. Let's get the telephone. The telephone. Give me the fucking telephone. Okay, I guess I think so. Yeah. So, what kind of calls would you make on this, Dr. Kleiner?
We would first off, we would have to talk in code on the telephone so the Americans and the British couldn't hear our war plans. But yes, this is a telephone, and yes, it does work perfectly, and yes, Cyril, it is Russian authentic.
Oh wow, that is fantastic. I would have had absolutely no clue that what you're saying is I would have had no clue otherwise if this was fake or real or what the deal was. I would have no clue. But thank you for elaborating. Now, is there any other of these Russian props you want to go over before I give this a final review?
No! Please let me go to rest. Please bring me back to 1970. It is hell here in 2021. Please, Cyril, bring me back. Bring me back, Cyka, bring me back.
Kleiner, right after this review, I will bring you back to 1970s Russia. Alright guys, so overall I give this like a 6 out of 10 on these workshop things. I will admit that maybe a 7 out of 10 for the educational lesson as a part of the entertainment, and Kleiner brings it to an 8 out of 10, so overall this mod gets a 7.5 out of 10 if we add up all the things together. But yeah, thanks for letting us all learn about the thing. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, leave a like and a subscribe to Cyril for more awesome videos just like this one.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for the plug. Alright. Cool. That's another workshop mod showcase done, guys. Awesome. I'll catch you on the flip.